Well, turn around real slow then. I'm from the Rap Coalition of America. Take that gun off and throw it over there. Throw the gun over there. If you like rap music so much, how come you ain't smiling?
I'm smiling.
Smile real big.
Now
let's do a rap together. Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo.
Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo.
Say ow.
Yeah, ow.
Yo, Chuck, these honey drippers are still front on us. Show them that we can do this, cause we always do this. Yeah, boy.
Bass, how low can you go? Death row. What a brother know. Once again, back is the incredible. Right, just treat me right. Peace.
General Kala, Flash Gordon approaching.
What do you mean? Flash Gordon approaching?
On a Hawkman rocket cycle. Shall I inform His Majesty?
Imbecile! The Emperor would shoot you for interrupting his wedding with this news. Fire when Gordon's in range.
We're back at that. You know what? I must not have pissed Dave off this week. He's running 80s and 90s rap and Flash Gordon drops. It's like he must, like, just so I don't, like, please, Bob, don't rag on me after the breaks this time. Here's your favorite ever. We are back, the IT and the D Show, Raw Radio X Studios, presented by DetroitNet.org. If you want to give the number out once again.
Yeah, so again, we're at 313-462-0107.
We also on Twitter at IT and the D. Today is episode 14. I can't believe
we're still doing this.
They haven't kicked us out yet. We are joined by our gracious hosts, the girls from Brightwing.
Thanks for having us.
And we're
joined by the what? Never mind.
Our gracious hosts.
They're not. No, they were our gracious sponsors for our 919,
which allows us to host this stuff like this.
Hey, you're the host. We're the sponsors.
We're good.
And we got El Jefe, Mr. George from Brightwing as well. Glad.
The president, our fearless leader.
The big cheese.
The training wheels really came off.
Our fearless leader,
George
the big
cheese?
Opitz.
I like the big cheese. You can change your business card to that, George.
Can we start over?
Soon. Can we duct tape Bob's mouth
shut? When will then be now?
When will then be now?
We're marketing. We can make that happen.
Okay.
What's the number?
313-462-0107. Why are you going to try to call in, Elyse?
Yeah, she wants to call in.
Elyse, you're actually sitting next to me. You don't need to call in.
No, I'm texting someone the number.
Oh, nice.
I don't think they will. I'm not sure if they will, but they may.
No, so I mean, we just had Russ, call in, who's with Brightwing. Temporarily not. Well, he gets sent overseas.
Temporarily holding a M16.
Yeah, hopefully you don't let him walk around
in Ethiopia.
Yeah, hopefully you don't let him walk around with machine guns in the office.
That was one of the restrictions we had. It was
got to turn back.
When he interviewed, he asked about that.
What's your position on machine gunnery in the office? So I mean,
Positive.
Brightwing. I mean, you guys, April and Elyse, you've been in here with us before.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yep. So talk about Brightwing. I mean, obviously you guys are a recruiting company. Why is Brightwing different from any other recruiting company that's out there floating around? And then we'll dive a little more after that.
Go ahead, George.
Who's going to field this?
Oh, it's on me.
Who's going to field this one?
Okay.
Isn't this why I hired marketing people?
I know. If you put two marketing people with the president, no one knows who's going to answer.
They promised me this wouldn't happen. Okay.
Your mic is live.
Yeah, but is it working?
It is.
So I'm on. All right. We're just. I think what makes us different is we're very passionate about what we do. What are the Slim Jims? You're distracting. I'm easily distracted. They're
if it wasn't the rustling
paper bag, they're playing with somebody very confusing.
We have no idea how we're not sponsored by PBR and Slim Jim yet. We really don't. Would you like one, George?
Anyway.
No, he was in the middle of answering your question.
I'm working on the PBR. I'm trying to figure out how to answer the question as you guys are having a ruckus down there at the end of the table. So it's just,
could you describe the ruckus?
Oh, God.
How many references were there?
All right, Brightwing, go.
Brightwing, Brightwing.
Let's start with the basics. So Brightwing's been around since?
Been in business for 40 years.
This is our 40th year. It's our big
very
anniversary year. We're pretty excited.
We should have invited you to our birthday party.
I was going to say, yeah, we turned 40 this year.
Oh, happy birthday.
So what did you do in 73? I'm just.
What did I do in '73?
No, I mean the company.
Do I look that old? I hope not. Okay, right.
What did what would the company? What did it originate as? I didn't mean it as a.
He inherited the company from his grandfather, Bob.
Right.
Oh, I did not inherit the company. Okay. No, and I wasn't working for the company in '73. Again, I don't look that old, do I?
No.
Okay, good.
You were 8 or 9.
Silver Fox.
No, you were, yeah, you
Silver
were 8.
Fox.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
That escalated quickly.
And this is why we don't allow HR.
Yeah,
on the IT
exactly. Luckily, our HR team is over in Grand Rapids.
I think our original name was Computer Technical Services.
Originally the name of the company back in 1973, 72, when it started, was Lincoln Technical Service.
Okay.
Back then, that was a good brand. Lincoln, like the president and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And primarily focused at that time on engineering and construction. It was a staffing firm.
Okay.
Working in the nuclear industry, working in the oil and gas industry, and over time evolved into getting involved in IT in the early mid-'80s, back when PCs, you guys were all way too young for that.
No, not really.
No, not really.
Feel better now.
No, let's put. Yeah, do we look that young to you?
Yeah. I was basically born with a keyboard in my hand.
Yeah,
We're
Okay,
good.
there you go. Okay, all right.
That was a conversation last week where we all got kicked out of high school for trying to hack into
Where'd your
something.
parents work again, Dave?
Wang.
Wang? Oh my! Are you kidding?
No, my folks were R&D for Wang back when that actually mattered.
No
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember Wang.
Yeah, my
Bob doesn't explain a lot.
And the marketing people are laughing.
Bob remembers Wang.
and
Have another Slim Jim.
And the marketing girls are laughing because they're trying to figure out who named a company Wang.
Right. Yeah. Dr. Charles Wang is who named the company Wang. But yeah, no, he was my
Also
dad.
the L. Chervik.
Yeah. My dad was actually a
old
Tempest
Chuck.
engineer. He used to
Chucky
do
Wang.
secure systems and all that fun stuff.
Oh God.
So
Chucky
anyway,
Wang.
Chucky Wang. Chucky Wangy. Go on, George. Proceed.
We still have an hour.
okay.
Elyse, have
We got
another
an
hard
hour to
cider.
kill. And whatever good image we were trying to put forth in this.
We crashed and burned
Well,
it like
we're
10 minutes
working
ago.
With our demographic, you're scoring huge.
Yeah, I was
trust me.
gonna say,
Huge points. Okay, all right.
If you're not laughing right now, you shouldn't be listening at all anyway.
So at the core, we just really do try to make a difference. I mean, we have a theme in our organization. We try to keep the human element in recruiting and staffing.
I got to give the girls credit. When I opened up that box and there was a hockey jersey with the sales guy on the back, there was a grin from ear to ear, and I'm like, who does that? I'm like, those girls. That's
Class.
Yeah,
all the way.
absolutely.
Well, and for those that don't know that story, so the three of us, came home one day and there were boxes on our porches, and lo and behold, there were hockey jerseys that we wore down to the Yelp event that were, DetroitNet.org, Networking Detroit, one beer at a time on the front, the geek on the back of mine, the sales guy on the back of Bob's, and the voice of reason on the back of Jeff's.
It was awesome.
It was very, very cool.
We couldn't resist. You guys are awesome. I mean, it's just a fun thing to do.
And mine actually
love
fit.
hanging out with you guys. Good. I'm glad.
Oh, you're back to me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm stuck.
Human
so
element.
anyway.
Human element.
The human element. All right, so it's really about trying to match people in jobs. It's not about skills. Although skills are important, it's really about putting the people in the right position. So both sides of the equation end up being happy and successful and working out really well.
Well, it seems like recruiters. I was going to say, it seems like recruiters get almost a bad name as like sales guys do if you don't do it right. Like, they don't care about me; they just want to place me. And again, I think you guys bring another dimension to it where you guys actually, the stories that I've heard and the dealings that I've had with you, that you guys are actually, have the best interest in mind of the candidates you're placing, not only the companies you're working with, right?
Yeah. It should be an equal equation, and in today's world, in the staffing industry. In a lot of cases, they're giving me more beer.
Why are you surprised? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you not receive the marketing brief from your marketing department before you came?
No, he asked me.
They didn't warn me, right?
During the break, it was just me and George. And he goes, "Do you have any water?" I'm like, "No,
no.
Oh, there is no fridge. Oh, usually there's nothing in the fridge."
Yeah.
They didn't tell me the studio was a sauna and we'd be drinking Pabst.
Well, you actually fixed the AC unit, so we appreciate that.
Yeah,
somewhat.
Is the bill in the mail?
We'll send you a bill.
No, it's all part of that human element thing. I was sweating.
Right.
No, but you were talking about your recruiters having a bad rap. So one day in our office, we tried to come up with the worst names that recruiters are called. We had a pretty long list.
Yeah.
So headhunter.
Pimp.
Pimp.
Oh, yeah, pimp.
Yeah, right.
Like a pimp.
Headhunter's a bad. I thought headhunter was just
why
it's a
is
bad
that?
word.
Is that
Depends upon how you look at it. I mean, it is when it's done well. It is a profession. It can be useful and helpful to people and companies.
I've never heard it as a negative connotation. That's why I'm
A
curious.
headhunter? Yeah.
I assure you, Russ does not want to run into a headhunter in Ethiopia.
That's why he has a machine gun.
No, but I mean, it is. I mean, and this is actually a conversation that's come up. It came up at our last event. It's come up at several events before where people are. There is sort of a negative connotation around, staffing firms versus, working with, a company, quote unquote, directly. And that's, a lot of the conversations we have are, okay, well, look, you don't get it. That there's a reason why those companies turn to staffing firms in order to deal with that, need that they have. It is what it is, and you kind of have to understand and roll with it. The point, or the trick there is finding the right company to work with. And that's why, we tend to stress with people, don't send your resume to 50 staffing companies, and that's, again, networking 101, come to the events, have the conversations, meet with people, and find the one or two that you want to work with that you get a good vibe from and they get a good vibe from you, and roll that way.
Right. And don't be working with firms that don't want to meet with you, that will, well, you lost your power to the, oh, there it goes again.
Screensaver, we're fine.
That are just, if they're submitting your resume without talking to you first, don't work with them.
Right.
You want to have contact with the person representing you, and that person should have direct contact with the hiring managers and the people that are going to be hiring you, so they can best represent you and best represent the company.
I was going to say, so what about stuff for out of state or people recruiting in state? That kind of, does that throw that off, or is that?
No,
you're not just Detroit, right?
Yeah, well, no, we have offices in Dallas and Weston, Florida, just outside of Fort Lauderdale, and here in Detroit. We do some
I think we could do a springbreaknet.org.
Oh,
we elbow room's still open.
Wait,
yeah, it is actually. I know where the elbow.
Wait. Let me check that domain first.
My boss lives in Lauderdale. We had like a half an hour conversation on pen rods because
nice.
Yeah, exactly. Tulio actually went there when he was, I think, 16 or 17. We went there, but it was when we were like 22, but it was refurbished already to something else. But the old 80s movies were. Yeah. Anyway, good story, Bob.
So, no.
Well, what you're getting at, though, is you have to develop a relationship, and that takes time, right?
And
you can't just submit in the dark.
Yes.
Well,
it's interesting. I mean, we have contractors that have been with us, some of them 14 years, 15 years. It's kind of crazy, especially in our industry. So there's some really good relationships.
We talk about
that says something.
We talk about networking being like the constant contact. Once you place somebody, I mean, do you guys keep in the loop saying once a month, every 2 months, every 3 months, like, hey, how you doing? Because there's a strong chance, not that they're going to, move.
It shouldn't be fire and forget.
No, but that's a huge part of our business. And look, our business is based on referrals. I think like 51% of our placements now come from referrals. So it's in our best interest to stay in contact with people and make sure that we're following up and we have a good relationship with them.
Yeah, I mean, retention could not be more important,
especially right now.
A lot of our, I mean, not a lot, but like at least a good amount of our recruiters have been with us for at least 5+ years, so they have relationships with contractors and they've gotten referrals out of them. I know Justin has like placed and replaced like countless contractors since in his 11 or 12 year tenure.
Mm-hmm. Heck, there's people that have gotten like 6-7 jobs from Detroit Net Offense, and they're still going strong. Right? I'm not being funny. It's true.
Oh yeah, like one person that's gotten 6 or 7 jobs.
Right. So do we count them as 6, or are they just one?
Right. Well, no. So I mean, is it just
the government counting?
Right. So I mean, is it just the typical staffing model? I mean, do you guys also do direct placement and all that stuff?
We do direct placement. We do retained search. We do what we refer to as a project-based models for larger type projects or for smaller.
So you actually
companies.
build out teams.
Yeah, we'll actually build out teams. We also have some other solutions that we provide. One of the challenges we found in the industry is when you do a great job of recruiting, some companies they don't necessarily do a great job of then onboarding and doing orientation for those employees.
Yeah, the full fire and forget.
Yeah, it's you bring somebody great on board. You think you've got great alignment, But the first day they show up on the job, what happens?
There's
They
no
go to
laptop.
HR,
There's
right?
no this.
Oh,
There's no. I'm
better-
sorry. Who are you?
Yeah,
right.
And, or they don't even know what the
They're
company
a man
culture
without a
is, or
country.
where the- right.
Yeah.
Where's the restroom?
When I
Lunchroom? Who's that person in the corner? And
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't get any help.